I didn't look you up on the internet. I think you also didn't look me up. You not see any of my shit as well.
Right.
Yeah. So it's great. It's a good way to start a podcast, man. I was just thinking about one thing. I was in an open mic today.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it happens in US, but what's the usual response when people start talking about dicks and pussies and vagina and stuff like that? What's
Well, it depends. It depends on if the joke is funny or not. So, but usually I love a good dick and pussy joke. So I'm all for it. But, if it's not funny, not nothing's worse than an unfunny pussy.
man, unfunny pussy, and that smells like if it smells like fish.
Then it's just cliche.
Yeah, it's yeah. Then man, let's just put your dick in it. No, don't stick your face in it. Then, right?
I like that. I like the smells.
You like that smell?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just smells like it just. I find it really uncomfortable when it stings. When the pussy stings a little bit, but it's fine. It depends what's how much pussy you want. Like
Right.
it depends on that. Have you heard of ChatGPT? Have you heard of ChatGPT?
No. What's
Oh,
that?
you haven't? Oh, great. Then it will be fun. I'll tell you about ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is it's it's a kind of platform that developed by OpenAI people,
Uh-huh.
the people that work on AI image building. So basically, it's like a platform where you can just ask for things like, "Hey, tell me a joke," and it will tell you a joke. But if you
Okay.
put up something like, "Tell me a joke," tell me a m- tell me a Joe Rogan joke, right? So it
Uh-huh.
will go through all the transcripts of Joe Rogan's jokes and then give you a joke that resembles his style of comedy.
Uh-huh.
So it's technically AI can write jokes. So that's what I'm trying to say. So what does it threaten you in any way? Like, man, now AI would write jokes.
No, I don't get threatened by AI writing jokes because I've been doing this a while. Like, if AI can write a better joke than me, good for you, buddy. Hey,
But like that's a good way to look at it. But I'm like if so I was trying.
AI
So
can't deliver the joke like I can.
of course it can't deliver the joke, but AI is also generating video like imagine not imaginary videos, but it's using all the human faces that it can read up to from its data library and whatever or whatever not. And it's able to put up a video where you can like tell the AI to make a 2 minute long video of a comic performing on stage, and then you can just read the transcript in someone's voice and then just put it behind it and edit into proper comedy set if you want. I mean, it's not threatening. Of course, it cannot copy the mannerisms or invent new mannerisms based on your command. But it's happening. Like it's a lot of people are writing using AI to write jokes and then just put it up on their Instagram as a post or a tweet. It can like if you ask the AI to write 10 viral tweets for me that could go viral, right? So
Oh, shit, I never thought about that. I gotta do
yeah,
that because
it's
so
that
you could write 10 pussy jokes.
yeah, you can like it will. I don't think it will take the word pussy, or if you have to say something like write 10 jokes on a woman's genitalia. Probably if you write it that way, it won't ban you. But if you write something like I tried it, I tried. So it gave me a response that we are not
And you,
certain words are banned on our platform.
I think my wife is listening to our conversation and is like, what the fuck is he doing?
Uh, Dude, are you thinking that what the fuck am I doing? I'm sitting
No,
on a podcast with a guy who's not even in the same country and does not even speak the same language.
Listen, I love it because I want to learn how to talk about pussy in every language I can.
Oh, great. That's
What language do you speak? Hindu and like
I speak four languages. I speak
okay.
Hindi,
Oh,
Malayalam,
you
and
speak
Gujarati.
English, obviously.
Yeah, I speak English obviously, but there's the language that I use for my comedy is mostly Hindi and English. Mix it up a little bit.
Okay.
We call it Hinglish here.
English.
Hinglish.
In New York, a lot of people speak English and Spanish, and they call it Spanglish when they mix it
English.
together.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds better than English though.
I don't
English,
know. I like English.
you like
It's
English?
I
Spanglish
like
is also.
English.
Yeah. So, so
So
like
how do I say pussy in Hindi?
you said boss,
You said boos?
boss.
Boos, boos.
Bo-
Boos,
no,
boos. I like that.
twice, not. You don't have to do it twice. Just
Oh
boss.
no, I
Just
want to do it twice.
you want
I want to do it twice. Boos, boos.
boss. That's funny, man. Like there's so how long you been
Boos.
doing comedy now?
For about boos years.
Boss. Yeah, that's
But about 20 years. About 20 years.
about 20.
I took a while off, but I've been doing it for about 20 years.
Okay. I got this mail from Rebecca and she had mentioned this as the subject, resilience, humor, how to address trauma.
Yeah,
And
fuck that. What
yeah,
was fuck
well,
that?
like, I was like, what the
I,
fuck, Rebecca?
right, right.
Right.
Let's just talk about pussy.
Yeah.
Boos.
Let's just yeah,
Talk
that
about
is the
boos.
favorite thing, man. What's your favorite pussy joke that you heard?
Um, oh my God. I don't really think about them as favorites, but,
Okay.
but like Vince August, have you heard of him? He's an American comic. He was the warm-up comic for what is it called? The Daily Show in New
Okay.
York.
Okay.
And he has this joke. It's not really about pussy, it's about should women spit or swallow? And he's like it's rude. I heard this joke 15 years ago. It's rude to spit. You want to swallow? You take a piece of bread. If you're Asian, you take a fortune cookie. And he just kept on going in. If you're black, you take a biscuit. So like he just kept on going, and it cracked me up. It was his closer for years. I loved hearing that joke.
And what's the name of the comic you said?
Vince August,
Vince August.
August.
Okay, I'll look him up. Yeah, I had this pussy joke where I was like making out with a girl and like I had my hands in her panties. I'm like fingering her, and then I said something like, "Hey, I watch Andrew Tate videos, and her pussy dried up. Like it went from Maldives to Middle East, somewhere in Middle East, like in a second. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Global warming happened or what?" So like, I'm just it's just
Tied up real quick.
yeah, man. That's a good tag. Like I could do that. Yeah. So where do you perform mostly? Like, what's your
I'm
area?
going America.
I
Like
mean, Latin America. I got it.
so I'll be speaking English near you very soon.
Oh, cool.
Next week I'm going to Little Rock, Arkansas.
Okay.
That's in the South, and then next month I'm in North Carolina, and tonight I'm going to Pennsylvania. I get around.
Like as you said, like you've been doing it for 20 years now, and what's the thing that keeps you going? I mean, like it's not an easy business to be in. I know that it just takes a lot of A lot of fucking open mics, a lot of years to just be actually good at it, just to be comfortable on stage and be your authentic self.
It is not an easy business. Hold on. Do what you need to do. I don't care. We're just having a conversation with my new English friend.
Hey man, hey, say hi to her.
He says hi. Rohit. But
Tell him you're a hoe.
my wife just called me a hoe.
Oh, are you though? Like, she might be right.
I used to be very much. I've been very faithful since we've been married. So since
That's
we've been dating, since we've been together.
that gives me
let's
hope.
just say. You should have hope. That's it. Are you with anyone?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Are you dating anyone?
No, not right now. No, just dry as fuck. Yeah, it's all that. I'm making that weird face. I know. I look like a fucking idiot now.
So yeah, I'm in the kitchen. My wife was at work, then she came home. So now I'm in the common area, and she's like she wants to do things.
Oh,
So we had
what's your
um
favorite thing to do together though? Like,
actually I don't
yeah,
know if I can answer
I
that
think
right
I think thanks is the default answer. What's the favorite thing to do
now.
together? But I'm like in the bed also. Like, what?
I like it when she sits on my face.
Oh, that's nice, man. Yeah, that's fun. That would be fun.
That is fun.
Depends,
Yeah.
but I think it depends on like how big their ass is. I mean, I've had sex with fat women, and to be honest, it's not that fun. I mean, and don't
Oh
mean to
no?
offend anyone. It's not my thing. I have a very small hip, not a very large hip, so it's difficult for me. Yeah, it hurts my balls.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm talking about it.
I don't know why either, but go do you.
To me,
Wow.
so yeah, we were talking about that, like the comedy, 20 years in comedy.
It's been ups and downs. Like there was a lot of great things that happened, and then for months there was nothing. And so you got to ride the waves of like comedy. It's ups and downs all the time.
So how
Like right now I'm in an upswing. I got a lot of good things going on. So I'm grateful. And then within 2 months I'll be begging for work again.
so like do you work somewhere or it's just comedy all the time?
I just got laid off, so it's comedy all the time.
Yeah, so unintentionally it's comedy all the time.
Well, that's I'm working to get booked on cruises, so it can be funny all the time. Like that's for a lot of comics, that's the goal. You do colleges or corporates or cruises, and you make enough money to make a living.
So would you call yourself that type of comic who's like more into corporate and
Yes.
cruises and
Yes.
shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
you don't work in a comedy club, don't work your set in a comedy club or
No, tonight I'm in a comedy club. Next week I'm in a comedy club. I have in May I'm in Colorado doing corporate gigs.
okay.
So it's a mix. It's a
So
mix.
like how often do you get on stage in a week then?
I try to do anywhere from 3 to 8 shows a week.
3 to 8 shows. That's a
Yeah.
good amount, yeah.
Yeah, some weeks are better than others. Like January was a very slow month for me, but February is picking up.
Okay. Like, would you call yourself a popular comic as per the like American standards of comedy? Like the
I
ones.
think I'm a very good comic. I think there are comics who are way better or way more
Popular.
known, popular. Yeah, that's the word. Like I get like back in the day when I would, well, and like I started getting really popular and then I started to have anxiety. So I pulled back from doing comedy full time
Okay.
and became a therapist and did that for a few years. And then got sick of that. And now I'm back doing comedy full time. And so
Yeah, fuck listening to people. I just want to go on stage and speak. Yeah, fuck.
exactly, I don't care that you want to kill yourself. Just jump. Do us
Just
all a favor.
yeah,
You're fine. You're fine.
yeah. I'll say to the police that I didn't see you do anything wrong. I just I'm like, yeah, I was not there. That's a crazy
Listen,
transition, actually, though.
listen to the voices in your head. They got
Yeah,
a lot of good ideas.
yeah. If you want to kill yourself, hang by the fucking ceiling fan. If you want, great, do it. That a thing,
Right.
anyways? Hanging by the ceiling fan. That's what the most people
No,
do here.
not the ceiling fan. That, although I would love to see that. Like the guy is dead, just go.
Yeah,
Just hanging there dead. Yeah, yeah.
but that then he has to be like very. He can't be a heavyweight guy, right? Like,
This
he has
breeze,
to be.
how long has it been up there? This breeze
It's
smells.
just.
Woo. Yeah.
I, I don't know. Most people do commit suicide here by hanging by the ceiling fan in India. That's what like I've seen in the
Wow,
movies.
we took a dark turn here. We took a very dark turn. We
Uh,
went from pussy to suicide in 3 minutes.
I mean, if you don't get pussy, then suicide is the next option. I mean, but not getting it. Like, don't you think that like at the end of the day, all comes down to just like I just want some pussy. Like everything you do is just
Oh,
that's what
wait,
it
wait,
basically.
when people hang themselves in India, are the ceiling fans going?
Not
Are
no,
the ceiling fans on?
the fans are not like so strong that it could handle the weight and also spin at the same time. Like,
I
but
th-
it's still a funny
I think
image.
that's a great idea, though. You should create a ceiling fan that is strong enough to hold a dead body.
Yeah, that's my next pitch for Shark Tank. Yeah, I mean, we need a ceiling fan. Like people need to die, dude.
Dude, you'll make a killing.
I'm making a killing of this idea, man. Yeah. So have you thought about suicide in time?
Once or twice. I mean, yes.
Uh,
Once or twice, and it's not. It's hard because when you're like I'm an optimist. I'm always thinking things are better. Will always get better. So when an optimist thinks of suicide, it's things will always be better if I was dead, and that's really never a good to have.
but so like wouldn't an optimist be like, yeah, I am optimistic about my attempt. I'm gonna succeed, right?
Exactly. Exactly. They're looking for the good thing in suicide.
Yeah, like if you're someone who failed at everything and then you thought like suicide is my last option and then you fucking fail at that too. That's just, I mean, couldn't even kill yourself,
Then
dude.
then you then you're no longer an optimist.
It's just a failure.
And you're dead sad. You're not dead, you're dead sad.
Yes. Imagine him being like in India, if you commit suicide, like not commit suicide, if you attempt suicide, you're like fined and you're also put behind the bars. So like imagine like sharing a cell with someone who is
Oh,
actual murderer.
that's not nice. You're because this poor schmuck couldn't even kill himself. Now you're gonna arrest him?
And yeah, and then probably share a cell with someone who was successful at killing other people.
Um, hey, and it
It's
both
just-
works out for both of them.
yeah. But then he can't kill the guy, no, right? He's in a jail. He's in fucking jail. He's not.
You could kill someone in jail.
He's good. Yeah. But then Wouldn't say his sentence would be much longer then because he would have
Yeah,
a one.
but you're already in jail. If it's fine, kill as many people as you want. This is terrible advice. Please don't take me seriously.
Uh, this is what Rebecca said. How to adjust a straw bar with comedy. Exactly what she said. I think she did mention about something. Let me try to find it. I don't know why she had mentioned. Oh, you have HIV, dude. What the fuck?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. How's like living with HIV?
It kills, man. It's great.
It feels not
It's
like
fine.
Oh,
It's fine. As long as I take my medicine, I'm okay. Like, that's the thing. Nowadays, it's totally different.
I think Magic Mike changed it for everyone, right? It's like
Magic Mike?
not
My Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson. Sorry, yeah, Magic. Is it Magic is a movie?
Magic Mike made it look sexy to get a venereal disease.
Oh yeah,
Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson. Wow. Magic Mike's a movie. Yep. I just
Magic Mike is a movie about a stripper.
yeah. John Travolta, right? No, no. Channing Tatum.
No,
Channing
John
Tatum and
Travolta is
Channing
he's almost
Tatum.
dead. That's not a movie I want to see him stripping now.
There's one movie with John Travolta dancing. What's that? Dirty? Is it
Saturday
Dirty
Night
Dancing?
Fever. Saturday Night Fever.
Oh, okay. I
That's
think.
from the 70s when he was young.
Oh, I
That's like
just
50 years ago.
there's so many images. I just got confused. Yeah, that's Magic Johnson and Magic Mike is where there's Channing Tatum and
Travolta.
Channing
Channing
Tatum
Tatum
and
was
Matthew
Magic Mike,
McConaughey
yeah.
and Matthew McConaughey as well, right?
Matthew McConaughey was in it too,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, even I remember Louis C.K. had a bit about it as well, right? Huh? Yes, I remember that now. He had a bit about when he wanted to suck Matthew McConaughey's dick, something like that. I don't remember. Yeah, so
I'd rather Channing Tatum, but to each their own.
but he has that deeper voice, right? That's what girls fall for. That's what the women like.
That's what Louis C.K. falls for.
Probably. All right, all right, all right. I don't know. He has that voice, which is like very sexy voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whose voice is sexier, mine or Matthew McConaughey?
Oh, yours for sure, man. If you want, if you want some Indian food and you hear that voice, oh, it just gets you wet.
I'm here to fix your PC.
Oh, hold on, I gotta get a mop.
What's that smell of curry you have?
Oh, I once I once had sex with an Indian dude when I was in my 20s, and my place smelled of curry for days.
What was that? Like how? Like you were you going really wild on that, or like he just farted in between?
Up the booty canal. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
awful.
So you're bisexual as well?
Yeah.
Oh man. So now I see where you got that HIV from. Put it in that ass, man. That's what I learned by watching that movie. Which was
What, Magic Mike?
No, not Magic Mike, but
Magic Mike Johnson.
that movie which had like the biopic on Freddie Mercury.
Oh,
had
Queen?
Queen, yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. That had like that showed the UK culture of 70s and 80s where everyone just banging in boys and girls,
Yeah.
girls and girls,
Yeah,
boys
yeah.
and boys. That's where the HIV spread from. Like, what do you think about the theory that someone had sex with a monkey and that's where the
I think it's bullshit. I really do. I think Like, I haven't given this much thought in a long time, but like, there's, from what I understand, this disease has been around years, but was dormant. And then, like, something made it pop up. I don't know if this is true, but this is my understanding of what it is, and that's where it came from. I don't think a monkey had anything to do with it. Oh, I can see myself doing a monkey.
You're funny, dude. Funny man, Mike.
Thank you. I try. I do what I can.
So, like, how long
I
have...
wouldn't be a good comedian if I was sad all the time. He's so
Ah,
sad. It's hilarious.
man, I can't. I have HIV. I just can't do comedy anymore. My just life's sad. So, like, when did you catch this? Was it?
In 2002, long time ago.
Okay, so how old are you now?
I am 46.
Oh, so like in your 20s, you got it.
Yeah, I was in my 20s. I was 25, 24, 25.
And like that's when you got to know it. You might have had it for a couple of years. You just been giving
No,
it.
I know when I got it. I know when I got it. I got super sick. It was in January of 2002.
So like, if you don't mind, would you like talk to me about like how was it like after the diagnosis? How they did
It was scary. It was real scary. Like I didn't know what was gonna happen. I thought I could die. That's what made me. I quit my job and went into stand up full time. So like I realized stand up is the thing. Like when my life is going to hell, stand up is the thing that gets me back on track. Making people laugh always makes me feel better.
Like that is what you call would would that be your coping mechanism? Was that your coping mechanism when you started doing it?
Yeah, I also like how you say mechanism.
Mechanism.
No, you say it much better.
I say
I like how you say it.
coping mechanism.
Mechanism. Yeah, I liked it.
Mechanism.
It was
Yeah.
cute. It was adorable.
Oh,
Put a little bow on it.
yeah. Don't hit on me. I'm straight, dude.
I'm not hitting on you.
kidding.
I'm not
kidding.
hitting on you. I just
I'm
think
just
the
kidding.
way you talk, it's so cute.
So cute, man. Anything. Yeah. Like I don't think a girl has ever called me cute because yeah, I remember a girl calling me you're anything but cute.
You're right. That's insulting.
I was like, all right. I've been watching Andrew Tate videos, so I kind of felt better. I'm like, yeah, fuck that
Okay.
girl. You know who Andrew Tate is?
Oh.
Oh, Andrew Tate is he's like that guy who took the red pill for like going against the feminist wave, riding the wave against them. You know,
Okay.
like he's
Okay.
like, okay, even like always have an option, even if you have a wife, always keep an option. You don't know when she's going to leave you and fuck your life. So be the alpha male kind of thing.
He's the ultimate hoe.
Probably. Yeah, he's a hoe, but he's like I'm hoe with a class. More like a pimp, I guess.
He's a pimp.
Yeah, he's a pimp. I don't know. I'm just speaking out of my ass right now.
You're asking.
This is
I got
asshole.
things to say. Hold on, I can afford it.
You know your way around the ass. That's definitely.
That's for sure. Hell yeah.
I is like I never asked a girl to have anal sex with me, so like I don't think most of them are comfortable anyway. But as like
You
someone
don't
who
know until you ask.
yeah I had a conversation, but from that conversation I knew that like even I am not much interested in anal sex because it's like I don't want to pull my dick out and like there's be some like shit on my dick because I'm brown, so it would be difficult for me to differentiate anyway. So I just don't want to be.
I can tell if it's a chunk, you could see it.
It's a chunk, but if it's like just over my dick, it's like spread it over the top of my dick, then it would be like, ow.
You sprinkle a little sugar on it, it tastes fine.
What if it goes
Then
inside? The shit goes inside my pee hole, and then like I'm peeing, and then my yellow pee is brown all of a sudden.
you said peel. I'm like a child.
All comic isn't that universal for all comics? We're just kids. We're just finding ways
Yeah,
to stay.
it's true. It's true. Like I have a daughter and she is 9, and like when she turned 8, I'm like, oh, this is my emotional age because we started laughing together so hard at the stupidest games. I'm like, oh, I'm 8 years old. That's how old I am.
Like
I'm 46 on the outside, 8 on the inside.
like I talk with a lot of people. I hang out with comics. I hang out with the friends. But I have a niece who's like 3.5 years old, and that's every interaction with her is just fun. It's just fun. There's nothing.
Um,
It's just all points towards fun. Even if it's something like she
Right.
got hurt, but it ends up us laughing together.
Right? That's the thing. Like, you got to know how to talk to kids so they're like, woo, everything's fun.
Everything's fun. It's just yeah. I taught my niece a lot of bad things, and her parents don't
That's
know.
what uncles are for.
That's what uncles are for. Like yeah, I often describe myself as like a guy who went to college instead of going to a prison. It could have been like either ways. That's what I think about it.
How old are you, man?
I'm 27.
Okay.
I'm 27. But you don't look 46, right? You don't look 46.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Right. Yeah, like you have great immunity. Like even with the HIV virus inside you, it's fighting it really well. I mean, it just doesn't show on your face.
I do what I can. I got some wrinkles here. Look,
Oh.
like
That's okay. So how?
I need filters in every aspect of my life. I just walk around with a filter and hold it over my face.
This so like how like the amount of sex that you got after the HIV, after your life, not after your life, of course, you still have a life. I mean, I meant to say like after you got diagnosed with HIV. Right.
I was a drug addict, so I was doing tons of crazy things, and like my life was a mess at the time. So I didn't really care about anything back then. And stand up was the thing that really saved my life. Like it's I put all my energy into stand up, and I got a pretty good career out of it.
That's actually really great, man. It's even like to fight that fucking HIV virus and then keep going. Like, so you put everything into your stand up and just like hit mics every day.
Yeah, and then I started getting booked, and then I didn't look back. And then once I got very popular, I didn't like the attention. Like most comics want to be famous. I thought I wanted to be famous, but then when it started to happen, then when I got a taste of it, I got more and more nervous.
That's why, like, you talked about the anxiety stuff. Is it
Yeah.
that when it
Yeah.
happened? Okay.
Yeah.
So at that moment you started doing started doing therapy consulting.
Yeah, right around that. Like I stopped performing for money in 2008, and then I started doing therapy around that time.
Don't you need some certifications for that?
Yeah, I already had them. Like I got my master's in social work at 23.
Okay.
And so I was already qualified to do that. And
So are you doing drugs during that time? Like it was
Um,
after.
it was after. Like when I was working as a social worker in a hospital, I was still doing drugs.
Uh,
But
uh,
when I started counseling people one on one, I was not doing drugs.
well, that would have been like really great, like a therapist who is a drug addict.
I would share my crack with people in
Yeah,
session.
you
Be
don't
like,
feel better. Just
let's
take
light up.
some of this, and they are like, "That's the best therapist ever. You're the best therapist ever, man. Free crack."
No, no, they have to buy their own. I don't share my crack.
Oh, you don't share. I'm like, no, that's for only me.
That's mine. We'll talk about your problems, but you gotta bring your
Your
own
own
drug.
crack. Yeah, I'm not giving you mine. I mean, it would have been much easier for you right now. Like if at this point, like if you were trying to find a partner, then you would like Bumble, all the dating apps just should have an option or switch for give me accounts that have HIV, so that it's much easier for me to find people.
But that's the thing. You don't even have to worry about giving it to anyone or getting infected anymore. Like if the person is doing what they need to stay healthy, they can infect anyone.
Is it?
Which
I
is
didn't know
crazy.
about that. That's
Yeah,
new.
yeah,
That's new information for me.
yeah.
I
If the virus in your body is undetectable to blood, you can't, and by blood you can infect somebody else.
okay. So right. So I'm just asking out of curiosity, right? So
But
you, as you said that you are doing all the right things to keep the virus off.
right, right.
So if you have sex with someone who or have any kind of blood infusion, blood exchange or
Uh-huh.
blood transfusion, so it's unlikely that they will be infected, or is it like is it like for sure?
It's unlikely because in the States at least, I think across the world, like they test the blood for HIV when they donate it.
Okay. Or and even through sexual exchange, it won't happen.
Right. Yep.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't
Yeah.
like the
Goo-
information about.
Google, you can Google U equals U HIV. The letter U equals U HIV, and all these articles will come up about it.
Oh, okay. I'll look that up because in India we have like a very limited amount of knowledge. Like it's not knowledge; it's just the awareness for things,
Right.
anything sexual. I guess you must know it. Like in India, just sex is a very taboo topic for some reason.
Uh-huh.
It's getting loosened up. People are talking about it. Like comics are actually really helping because they talk about
Yeah.
it a lot. That's if anyone talks about sex the most, that's the comics because that's what they're not getting.
You're not getting sex.
Yeah. No, yeah, you can say that. Right now, no.
What time is it for you where you are?
It's 1:30 a.m.
In the morning?
in the morning. I'm
Wow,
not
man.
sleeping. Not sleeping just because of you, man.
Oh,
Just
that,
because of
that,
you.
that means a lot. That means a
Yeah.
lot. Thank you. Want me to sing you a lullaby?
No, it's fine. I don't
Good
sleep too
call.
well.
I'm an awful sinner.
Same. I don't sing that good as well. Like what do you do when you're having a conversation with someone, like a podcast or something, and both of them are just they don't know what to say. And like, hey man, I'm just out of topics. So what
We're
do you
at
wanna
a
do?
topic. Well, let me ask you some questions.
Sure,
What do
man.
you, what are your goals in comedy?
My goals in comedy is it's to be actually like I have this really weird habit of I'm very bad. I'm a very critical person.
Okay.
I criticize myself a lot. So like even if when someone tells me something about me, it's like I'm already doing that to myself. So
Huh?
even if I hear a joke and I find like if it's easily funny, I'm like, yeah, it's not that good because I didn't work on it. So my aim is to be actually good at comedy and like to reach a point where like I'm my authentic self on stage.
How long have you been doing it?
I've been doing it for more than 2 years now
Okay,
on a
so
consistent basis.
you're
Yeah.
just finding your voice.
I think I found my voice, but I think I need to be better performer of the jokes I write.
Well, that comes with time. Like there's what I know about stand up is it's very rare that comics they're usually either very good with joke writing or very good with personality. So, what would you say you're better at on stage?
I think I'm a pretty decent joke writer. I wouldn't say that I'm a really great joke writer, but I write. I try to write almost every day. I sit in front of my laptop at
Huh?
least for 15 minutes. Even if I'm not typing anything, I just sit in front of 15 minutes because maybe
And you just stare at the computer screen like,
yeah,
to
I just
me.
in the hope, in that small hope something would just come up, something. It mostly doesn't happen. But yeah, that's what it is. Just trying to write. So I would say I'm pretty good joke writer. I write everything down. I have all this thing like coded into a particular Notion table. But yeah, I think I have some of that personality thing as well, like where I am this personality on stage. So I like do a lot of physical comedy. I move around. I try to use the stage. I do a lot of masturbation
Oh,
action.
that works
Yeah,
on stage.
yeah,
Ladies must love it.
yeah. They love it. They always talk to me after
They
the show whenever I
request.
do it.
They request it. They're like,
Mm.
do that bit where you're jerking off.
Yeah, please. If you need help, let me know. That's what happens most of the time. So I've stopped doing that now because they are like, "Hey, why don't you come to my room and do it?"
And
Like,
when they
no.
started yelling me too, you were like, no more.
You know, you know what's the nice thing about doing it in India? A lot of people don't know about me too.
Oh, okay.
But India, I would say it's a very hard place. It's a difficult place to do jokes on religion, especially if on Hindu religion.
Great.
It's relatively easier to like make jokes on Islam because a lot of them just hate Islam in India for some reason.
So do you
Not some reason.
like
There's a
India
reason.
for
There's a
some
reason.
reason?
There's a
Some
reason.
reason. I think it's stupid. Like I think you're a religion. You're supposed to be based in love. Why do you hate on other religions? Like it doesn't make sense. If you're supposed to love everybody, love everybody. Like is Hindi the one with the cows? Like cows are sacred?
Yeah, cows are sacred. I like how you say
But yeah,
cows though. Cows.
cows.
Cows. Cows.
Cows. Well, I like how you say, what was that word you said before?
Mechanism.
Yeah, I like how
Mechanism.
you said. My wife makes fun of the way I talk, talk, cause I'm from New York and we say our ORs, our OR or ER words like A, like
Okay.
instead of water, it's water,
Border.
water.
Isn't that how people from UKS talk, right? They also say water.
I
Water.
don't know. I don't.
Um,
The UK water.
British.
Would you like
Water.
some water?
Water. Yeah.
Water.
Yeah. They kind of I find
Sounds like you're asking fucking questions all the time. Would you like some water? Shut up.
have you been to like UK? Have you been
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
I like even from whatever shows or stand up or whatever I've seen from the UK and faces that I've seen in shows from like the UK sitcoms you would call. I've observed that women in UK are not that good looking. Did you experience that while you were there? Like,
I mean, some are ugly to look at, but the teeth in England are a problem. Like nobody takes care of their teeth.
oh, is it like yellowish? Uh,
They're all messed up. So like people in America are very vain. So they take care of their teeth and everything. So
in India too, almost everyone has a a good set of teeth. But we like a lot of people here, they like to chew tobacco. Yes.
uh-huh.
So that makes their teeth go brown.
Ugh.
So you will find that.
What can brown do for you?
What?
It's it's a commercial in the U.S. for UPS, which delivers mail, and all the mailmen wear brown uniforms. And years went by, and then Indian actors started saying that on sitcoms. What can brown do for you?
What can brown do for you?
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. It's
Why do you like over exaggerate like in US they over exaggerate the accent for Indians?
exaggerate the accent.
It's what
Yeah,
makes it funny though. If you do it in a regular Indian accent, it's not funny. You have to do it like
right.
Apu to actually make it funny. So like talking about teeth, I just this fun fact if you want to know. In
What we've
Philippines,
learned here is Americans are racist.
isn't everyone racist? A
What
little
did
bit,
you
a
say?
little bit,
A little bit, just a
a
little
little
bit.
bit. Everyone's a little bit racist.
That's gonna be the name of my next comedy album.
Little bit
Everyone's a
racist.
little bit racist.
Racist. Yeah. Yeah, I
What
was
were you
saying.
gonna say about the
Uh,
Philippines?
yeah, I was saying that like in Philippines, braces is like a braces is like showing off your money. It's like something associated with the eliteness of your family or of
Oh,
yourself. So like
so if you, wow,
they have
oh,
gold plated braces on their teeth. So like if you have gold plated, you're rich. If you're diamond, you're richer. So that's how you
that's
seek.
easy.
Yeah, crazy. They're like yeah, we like your teeth. I don't know, but what does teeth have to do anything with
I don't
that?
know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think like it's the first thing the world sees. So, gold
Is it
plated braces though, that's crazy.
so your wife left? She's like,
Now, my kid's here.
oh, oh, great. Back from the school, or it's just not school
He
timings
was
yet?
homesick today. She was homesick.
How old is she? He,
9.
she or he? She.
She.
Oh, yeah. No. In India, we are yet to reach the place where we are asking people's pronouns before we start talking to them.
I think that's the stupidest thing.
You should ask pronouns, right? That's you should
You
respect a
should?
person.
You think so?
You should respect a person, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, what if she looks like a man? What if she has a dick? What if she wants you to address
That's
you
why
with a
I say, that's why I call everyone, hey, buddy.
hey buddy?
Hey,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah. Or like,
It's very non-generic. Someone, so I was filling out something the other day and someone asked for my pronouns. I wrote he, him / Big Daddy.
yeah, Big Daddy. You could also write like something like H. I don't know. I was just trying to make a he, him, HIV joke, but didn't work. It just sounded good in my head.
He, him.
Hell. Hell. But that's like, is it a normal thing there? Like people get mad about pronouns and stuff?
Some do, yeah.
Have you like had an encounter with someone?
My kid, well, she once came up and goes, "You misgendered me." I'm like, "What?" She is funny. She's so funny. Oh my God, it makes me laugh.
I just remembered this joke I saw somewhere. It was about it's a famous comic from the US, but he was like, if my if my son's gay, I would love him as much as I would love him if he was straight. But if he walks into my room saying, "Hey, daddy, how are you?" I would fucking kill him. It's like, I'm okay with him being fucking other men, but don't come all and be feminine in front of me. If yeah,
And that's the
it's
thing.
just
That's the
weird,
thing.
right? When you when the joke you watched was funny, but when you're trying to say it to someone and you bomb, it's just so
No,
awkward.
you get. It's okay, buddy.
It's
You
okay,
did it,
but
Bob.
it's okay,
It's okay, buddy. You did good. You did good, buddy. He works
man.
with anyone. I love dogs. Like I will go up to any. Hey, buddy, what's up? Like that's I say the same thing to humans that I say to dogs.
No, I actually don't love dogs. I mean, I don't have any problem with them, but I'm like, it's just hard for me to like anyone. And just animals. It's not your
I
own
get,
first preference. I don't
get
know.
it. You like cows. See, they're sacred. I
Yeah,
get it.
okay. Yeah, I
But
like
you don't
cow.
eat hamburgers.
Oh, no,
Oh,
but
you
I
do. You don't know what you're missing.
so I
I
actually
once
eat
had.
beef. Eat beef.
You do? You do?
Yeah, I do
Oh,
eat beef. I
and
don't build. I'm fucking
you're
gay.
terrible, Hindi. You're a terrible Hindi. Your mother's crying
Yeah,
somewhere.
that's why I speak English now. My mother's my mother's fine actually. Like, so here's the thing. In India, so the northern belt, the north part of India, and
Huh?
somewhat of the west part of India, that's where like this cow and beef thing is sacred. But if you go down south of India, where I'm from, where my parents are from, even though I live in the in the western parts of India, we are basically from the southern parts of India. So there it's completely fine. You can eat any fucking thing, rabbit, cows, water buffaloes, whatever you want. It's fine. In South India, it's everything's cool, but as you move up towards the India, that's where it gets sacred. You can get killed for killing cows. That's how dangerous it is.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I don't want to live in a world where you could get killed for killing a cow.
Well, it's like it's up to you. You can find a way. Even if I want to eat beef right now, there's a guy whom I can call and deliver. That's
It
it's
sounds
like
like a drug deal. There's a
that's what
guy.
that's what it's like. It's actually like it's probably like calling up a guy, going to a basement, and there's a table and he's serving you beef there. So that
Oh my
it's
God.
legitimately that's how it is.
Can I give you an idea for a joke I had for you?
Sure. I would love that.
Like if like you would like say you went to in the joke, I went to America and they sell beef all over. Can sell it like it's not a problem. Like I thought I was gonna have to go into the butcher and do a drug deal.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'll
I
try. I
don't
don't know.
know. If
It's
it
okay.
sucks, it's
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's
nice. Nice job.
so like so you will find people here who's like, yeah, I'm a non-vegetarian. I'll eat chicken. I'll eat fish. I'll eat mutton is goat, and
Huh?
but I don't eat beef. They're like, no, not that animal. That's way too sacred for us.
But if you eat the sacred cow, aren't you closer to God? Like
Yeah,
you've
probably.
taken
Yeah,
it in.
you have that holiness in you now. But it also goes out of your asshole in some while. So it's so,
That's terrible.
so it's I think that's what you call a holy shit. When you eat a cow and you shit, that's holy shit.
There's your joke, man. There's your
It's
joke.
my joke, man. I said it. We worked out a joke on a podcast.
It's a holy shit.
Holy shit.
Oh my God, that's funny.
What do you like talk about like more? I would like to learn about the comedy scene there. Like, what's the deal? Because we all love we both of us love comedy. We love being on stage, but there's some aspect of behind the stage, like hanging out with the comics after the show. Like,
I I am not good at that. Like I'm so insecure sometimes that like whenever I go somewhere where I'm not known, I always feel insecure until I hit the stage. Like then I do well and the other comics will talk to me. But I'm always weird about going up to people I don't know and like, hey, what's going on? Like I don't do well doing that.
what's like, what if the lineup has people whom you already know? Then does it?
Then it's easier. Like then I'm like, hey, what's going on? How you been? Unless I hate them, then I
it
try not to talk to them.
I enjoy that part more. I won't say more, but like when you're bombing, then that's the one thing that you can look up to on that day. Like, just I'm gonna have a tea with all the comics and talk shit about other comics who are not present right now. So
Right?
that's fun. Shitting on
We're
other
going
com.
work. But it's like in our country, it's we shit on the people we like. Like if we don't like them, we don't talk shit about them. Some people
Oh,
do. Like
oh,
like
that's
if
like our
I
favorite thing. In India, it's this
but
it's everyone's favorite thing. Shit on other people. Not like literally, but like shit talk
is
on other
it a
people.
holy shit?
Yeah, it's not an holy shit, but yeah, because here we love complaining. Like, one of the root scores of India is that we like to complain a lot. That
Right?
including me as well. Like, it's just in our genes that we just like to complain. We just like to see what's in the other person's plate, and then we like, hey, he's not that good at it, and he does not deserve this because he's this and he's that.
What do
That's
you complain about?
I don't do that. I'm a good person. I don't. Only comics. I only shit on comics.
There you
Yeah.
go. That
No,
works.
not regular people. Regular people are okay. I just think most of them are dumb. I think everyone except comics are probably dumb. Because then why wouldn't you do comedy? Isn't it the most fun thing to do?
I love it. I'm good at it. I love it. I'm happy I'm making a sort of career out of it. Like it'll be great. So
Eh, Like 40s is where everyone almost primes at their comedy, right? Ac- According to the US standards, stand-up is relatively new in India. So here you will find
really,
popular. Yeah, here popular comics, even the popular ones are like 3 or 4 years old, or probably 5 or 6. The more popular ones are like probably 9 or 10. That's it. That's
yeah.
how new comedy is in India. It's very new, and
Oh
it's
wow.
still struggling because a lot of things. It's like when more comics are coming to the scene, they are joking about new things, and we can see the graph of where like when stand-up comedy started in India, people would joke about a lot of things. But the more people came and then more jokes started happening, the topics they became like very limited. You can't joke about religion.
Really?
You can't joke about this person's sexuality. You can't joke about being gay, like can't joke on gay
So
people.
everything we've talked about, you can't talk
Anything.
about.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that you can do it, but it's just like you're putting yourself out in trouble. So here, everyone's tried to play safe with comedy, which is one thing you should not do with comedy. Just be safe.
No, no. How'd you come up with your name, Straight Out of Funny? It sounds like Straight Out of Compton. Hey,
Yeah, it's something similar to that. I just wanted to start a podcast. It was during the lockdown start time, the
yeah.
COVID lockdown, and I was just sick and tired of my job, and I was like, all right, well, this 1 year of fucking lockdown has made me realize what I really wanted to do, and not be sit in a fucking corporate
What do
office.
you do? What do you do for work?
I left my job. I am actually freelancer. I do writing stuff, content writing, and some video
Okay.
editing stuff. That's how
Oh,
I work now. So I don't work
nice.
anymore. Just get some work here and there, and then do
What did you
comedy.
used to do?
I am an engineer, which every Indian is almost. And then I did I was a developer. I was a IT consultant for a company for a year, and then I left that job, turned my ways into digital marketing, and then did that for 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So I always wanted to do comedy. I was in college when I first went on the stage and tried out. I bombed
Right.
so bad. I was like, fuck, this sucks. But I was like, it sucked. But I felt something that I never felt before. So,
But then you got back on because you must have loved it or
yeah,
something.
I just watched myself on stage. I had recorded when I went on the stage. My friend recorded that set. I watched it once. I couldn't watch it to the completion. I was like, I can't watch myself to be this bad. But then, like, I can improve, and I actually enjoyed the time I got. I had 5 minutes. I but got off in 3 minutes. Yeah,
The ladies must be impressed by that.
there were no ladies that day. There are no ladies. It's just comic and then bringers. That's what it was.
There you go. Comic and the Bringers.
The best love story there ever is.
Who's Parth Power?
Yeah, Parth Pava is a guy uh whose account I'm using just so that I can
Okay.
see my just so that you can see my face, because my mic is connected to my PC which does not have a webcam, so I had to connect another device so that you can see my face.
I'm looking up your podcast episodes now. I wanna. These are cool. They look cool.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Instagram anxiety and couple. I want to see that. I want to listen to that one.
I It would be difficult for you to understand because a lot of it is in Hindi.
English.
Not English, it's Hindi's
It's all Hindi.
yeah.
Okay.
Like most of my podcasts are Hindi. Yeah.
Excised by ethnicity, death, erection, and stereotypes. That sounds awesome.
I just we were It's just me and my friend, we got drunk on podcast, and then we were just searching on Google, like by ethnicity, what's the average dick size? So it turns out Americans have the biggest dick size.
Really?
Yeah. American Africans, that's what the ethnicity was. The American Africans, they had the biggest dick
Uh-huh.
size. Not, I
Okay.
thought full 100% Africans would be the one, but it was American. I don't know what I don't know what American genes did to African genes to make it even more bigger.
It's all the mixing, I bet.
So mixing, maybe.
What about Indians? Where do they fall?
Pretty down the list. I mean,
Really? Okay.
yeah, it's not even worth looking how. It's like after a point, you're like, yeah, after seventh and eighth, it's the same. It's just 1 centimeter difference or 1.1 centimeter difference. Just
Uh-huh.
I like, no need to go there. Decrease your self worth. It's all right.
If you did it by centimeter to Americans, they'd be like, "Oh my God, that's huge!" Because we do inches and
It,
feet. So
no, isn't centimeters the lower value? Inches
yeah, but it sounds bigger.
sounds
Like
big. Acha, yeah, okay.
so,
It's
25 centimeters versus 8 inches. It sounds bigger.
yeah. You need 2 digits to describe your penis length. That must be big.
Well, it's funny. Good job, buddy.
Thank you. So, like when you said that you wrote that popularity wave for some time.
Uh-huh.
So, what made you popular? Like, is it like just people were knowing about your shows, some of your videos got
It,
popular?
there was a show called Opie and Anthony. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
if
know
you.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, I
the one where
I was
Patrice O'Neill goes a lot. Or used to go a lot.
yeah I was on there with Patrice O'Neill, Ralphie May, promoting a comedy tour I did, and like that blew me up. Like people knew who I was after that, and that kind of freaked me out.
So was that instant, right? Right away after that show, after that podcast
Pretty
or
pretty
radio show?
much, pretty much. Like I did. We were promoting a tour, and I did a show a few weeks later, and some guy came up to me afterwards while I was online for the bathroom and told me he drove 2.5 hours to see me. And I did the math. That's like 7 hours. It was like a job.
Right.
That's a job. So it like things like that. And then like people, I my best friend worked in Trenton, and she heard somebody at the gas station um, tell one of my jokes. And Trenton is like 2 hours away from where I was living.
Okay.
So it's like things like that happen.
That's uh yeah, even I mean that's a very weird reaction. Like you would imagine someone uh you would like so you would feel better, right? As if someone just drove up 2.5 hours for just
Oh,
watch
I
you.
did. Very grateful, but then it started to like you know how we have weird like you're critical. Like it became under like, oh, if I don't do well, I'm gonna disappoint people, or like that's what my mind started to shift to, or I don't deserve this, or no,
In
oh
in
that,
imposter syndrome, something like that.
yes, yes,
That's crazy. In So here's the thing in India. In India, everyone loves fame.
yeah,
It's everyone loves fame. I don't know why. I'm not saying when I'm saying everyone, just not everyone. A lot of them. It's just fame
right.
is like a big thing for people in India. Even the actors are here in India. They are worshipped. They are not like they don't look at them as actors. They're like okay, so if a particular actor gets famous for a particular kind of role that he did in a movie,
Yeah.
people will idolize the character he played and like things like that. Like there was a movie called Krish. It was about a superhero and he used to jump like yeah, there was a shot in that movie where he's jumping terraces.
Uh,
And when the movie released in the next 2 months, there were reports that kids were trying to do that and they died.
oh no,
So that's how crazy people are in India. They just do anything to like
that's
people are just
awful.
in India. That's why like the cows are sacred in India because we want something to idolize. We
Hey,
want
they should have just gone on that ceiling fan ride you guys
yeah,
have.
that would be much easier. And kids are much lighter, right? So you won't need us
Right.
that
So they
strong.
could
You
have.
you could switch it up all to the fifth on the regulator, and it would be still fitting. Woof, 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 woof.
Oh, I love that joke. That's my favorite. I think
How
I'm
long?
gonna try to. I think I'm gonna try to write a joke about that. Like, I was talking to somebody, and I heard that people in India hang themselves by their ceiling hands.
You should
And
try that. It might work as well. I think it has a
I
good.
think it will. I think it will.
Well,
Like, you enter the room. Johnny's dead.
someone turn the switch, turn off the switch, man. It's just been spinning for like 10 hours now. Or you could like think of what if someone watches from the watches through a window and like he's seeing someone just spin around. And like, what's happening there, man?
Dude, I'm writing this down. I'm not writing this down right now.
Sure, man.
That was funny. And I'm texting myself. That's what I do. I text myself ideas all the time.
Uh, like I just saw this on a recent WhatsApp update. Like they have this new feature where you can text yourself. Earlier, we used to have to create a group and then make the other guy has to exit it. So now there's like a personal chat for yourself. But now they have that option where you can just text yourself directly.
That's what I do on my like phone.
What's
I just ceiling fan suicide. That's what I'm gonna call it in my set list. Ceiling fan suicide.
ceiling fan suicide? Ceiling fans. You can also maybe try and connect something with OnlyFans. I don't know. Ceiling fan, OnlyFans might be something there.
There's an OnlyFans page called Ceiling Fan Suicide.
Ceiling fan suicide. And just people dying. I love how both of us got one new joke out of this podcast at least. So
it was a good thing. It was a good podcast for me then. There you go. What was your joke that you got out of it?
The holy shit one.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
That's something that I could try here.
I wrote end themselves on high speed. Just the imagery of that.
I don't know if I have heard this somewhere, like when a fan is like spinning, it makes the sound. So it sounds like fuck.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that's its soul. That's its soul saying what the fuck.
What the fuck? Yelling at him. Like, we think hungry.
And that's really good.
I'm gonna be laughing about this for days, man.
It's a really funny joke, man. Yeah. Let me know when you try how it goes.
I'll probably try to remember to try it tonight.
So isn't it a show or it's like an open mic today?
Yeah. No, it's a show, I think. It's a show. So it's a show that's 2 to 3 hours away from me. Someone else is driving. So, oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. Your dog walked it?
No, someone was calling me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't hear a ringtone, so that's fine. Don't worries.
Okay, cool.
It's all good.
I just messaged you my number, so hit me up on WhatsApp. We could write shit.
We could chat. Yeah, we could write jokes.
If you want. I mean, you just make me laugh. So.
Thanks, man. That I take that as a compliment if I can make someone laugh. That's better than calling me cute. That's
well, good, because not many people will.
Not many people, but it's just weird. Like, do you know about like the dating scene in India? Have you heard anyone talk about it?
No, I have not. Tell me about it.
Like, it's very different. Like from what you watch in what we know about you is mostly through all the shows and series we watch it, and from that we can see that dating is quite cool there. Like 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, they're just bringing chicks to their home, and the mom and dad are there in the living room, like, yeah, mom, hi, mom, she's my girlfriend. Yeah, you can't do that. I mean, probably 10 years down the line, it might just easen up a little bit in the in some part of the society. But like, I remember my mom found a condom in my room, and she was like, "What the hell? Why do you have it?" I mean, I'm not wearing it and masturbating, so that I must get
The
it.
first time I had sex, but I was 16, and my family wasn't home, and they were at a funeral, and I was fucking so long, and the girl after 45 minutes was like, "We gotta stop," but I pulled out, and that was still hard, and then like I heard my parents came home, and then I got so nervous I started to pee in the condom, and so
Oh.
now I had a condom water balloon.
Condom water balloon that's just full of pee.
Yes.
And
So
with
technically, it's a condom piss balloon.
and some pre-cum as well, probably.
Probably,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Could you like
Just for good measure.
is it the laptop that you're using? Like, because
What
I
about
can
it?
it's just your face sometimes cuts off. Like I can
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's the
now it's
laptop I'm
cutting
using.
off a second before when you were front. So it was pretty good then.
About now.
Yeah. And yeah, now it's pretty good. Oh, you wearing yeah, yeah. I was like I forgot that you had an orange t-shirt, and then now I'm like, oh, you have an orange
I
t-shirt.
do. They match. Look at that. Look at that.
Yes. That's the favorite color. If in India, everyone loves
Is it?
orange.
Everyone loves orange?
Yeah, because the
Cool.
political party here, that's their color. That's like the BJP, if you haven't heard it. He's a very good friend of Mr. Donald Trump.
Oh, that
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. We had him here. Like where I'm staying, I stay in
You could have kept him.
to be honest, I love that guy. So sometimes it's just he speaks out of his ass, and he's a good. I think he would have been such a good comic if he would have tried it. Would have been a great comic.
No, because he wouldn't have been able to handle not doing well.
Yeah, but like some of his speeches he kills it actually. Like it's pretty good. I don't
Yeah.
remember one. I don't remember it, but he is pretty good. Trump. Like what's with Elon Musk, man?
No idea. He's nuts. He's like, I Twitter. I hate Twitter. Let's sell Twitter. Like,
He bought Twitter, and
now he sold it back. He fired everybody. Then he stepped down.
no, he hasn't stepped down. He's still running it.
I thought he stepped down. No.
No, he just put out a tweet where he's like, I might like if someone wants to buy it is fine. Like, but he needs to know what's the person's reason behind it.
Oh.
So if I had to ask you, I don't know. It's just such a polite way of saying sometimes. If I had to ask you, I would have just asked you directly. Why did I just say that? So who are your favorite comics? Like, what did you grow up listening to?
So my favorite comics growing up are like Robin Williams and Richard Pryor. Like I am I describe myself like a cross between Robin Williams and oh God, I can't remember the guy's name now. Anyway, the guy who does a lot of one-liners and
Mitch
like
Hedberg.
very silly. Yes, Mitch Hedberg.
Hedberg, yeah.
Thank you. So that's who I think I'm most like. But like I'm kind of autobiographical like Pryor, and I'm kind of wacky like Williams, and silly like Hedberg.
I I remember this joke by Richard Pryor where he's like talking about like when you start masturbating, you're just putting your dick in between your two fingers. That's how tiny it is, and it just grows. That's a really nice bit. I don't remember it. Like even if I try to say it, I'd be just butchering it and not doing
Yeah,
justice to the bit.
yeah. I love it. There's a comic. One of my favorite comics is Jessica Kirson. I think she's hilarious.
Yeah, I know. I watched her on Joe Rogan. She has curly hair and she's a lesbian, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. For some reason, I remember people by their sexuality. I don't know if it's good or bad. I don't know.
So
It's
you're curious.
curious. Just curious about their sexuality, not about mine. I know. Just curious about your sexuality.
I was wondering if you'd fall for that.
It's fine. It's all right. I'm a comic. I can take a joke.
That's good. Can you take a penis?
No, I can't. I won't.
What about an American African one?
I mean, I have to like look at it. I'm like, I won't say just no right away. I'm like, okay, show me what you got. Like, if if it's like, I yeah, yeah, probably it just be so something. It just be so weird to like I'm exploring my sexuality on a podcast.
Well, that's not the place you should be
That's not the
exploring.
place. Yeah,
You
I
should
shouldn't.
explore it in real time. Real time.
Real time. Nah. I've watched. I think I accidentally watched a gay porn where like it was not supposed to be gay porn because I saw a thumbnail and it was like two men and two women. So I like, all right, so it's going to be straight porn.
Then
But
the woman went out to lunch and the guy just stayed.
no, all of them just started fucking each other, and I thought like the man would be going for the pussy, but he was like, no, I want your ass. So just I'm like, what the fuck? Where is this getting? So I didn't enjoy it. So probably I'm not. So yeah, most likely I'm straight. I'm straight.
I'm
Most
okay.
likely
Most likely.
there's most likely.
It's okay. You
You can't be like 100% sure, right? You can be like 99%. Like 1% I haven't tried, so I don't know. You got to like it's like that's like being agnostic about your sexuality.
Do you believe in sexuality? I don't know. I don't know if it's out there. It might be.
It might be. I don't know. I not tasted the dick. I don't know. It's like that's how I talk to like people who don't like beef. You don't know if you like it until you taste it, right?
Sure. But it tastes delicious. Beef does anyway.
Great. It's great. Especially a beef burger. It's amazing. So
I gotta come to India. I gotta see what you're all about. I'll check out the comedy scene.
yeah, like India has a pretty good comedy scene because there are a lot of people in India. So like a lot of videos just on YouTube. If you just go Indian stand-up comedy, you will find a shit ton of videos every day getting uploaded and all like recorded from a proper studio and something like that. And it's easy to get a lot of views. Like I've seen like popular comics like Andrew Schulz, right? He's probably getting 2-3 million views on his videos, but at the same time I would be seeing Indian comics breaking it like into 10, 11, 12 millions. It's just the sheer amount of people we have in India. It's just so much. So much.
Yeah.
I think a week ago or 2 weeks ago, there was an article about like officially India is the most populated state now. Country, sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, we got the most people, man.
There you go. That's the way to be.
I think in any country where there's too much population, the average dick size just reduces. It just goes down a bit.
Yeah. Because there's not enough room in the street for the dick.
Yeah, that's not like you can't swing around with that big dick. It's just gathered. We are just gathered all over the place, man. If you like the trains, if you just search on Google Indian trains, you can find trains packed with people. People are just hanging off a fucking rod on the edge of the seat or end of the train's door. So that's how dense population it is.
Have you ever heard of the human centipede?
Yeah, I heard of it. I have an image of that as well in my phone. I don't know why, but I have. It's just been. Oh, that's a really funny image. I will put that image here when I'm editing the podcast for the people to see.
That will be the title of the episode.
The
The
human centipede.
That's awful.
Man. Oh,
I gotta get going, man. I gotta get
yeah,
ready
man. I
to
was just
leave
about to say
from
the
the
same.
show.
Got to wrap this up. It was really fun
You
talking
must
to
be
you.
tired. You must be exhausted. It's like 3 a.m. It was awesome talking to you.
It was fun. I enjoy talking to you, and we'll connect soon.
Anytime.
Yeah,
Anytime you
anytime.
want to do podcast, let me know.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later, buddy.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.